Hey everybody, Al Puglisi Trains, doing my Friday video for everybody. I'm in almost heaven, West Virginia, but it's not West Virginia. It's Howard Zane's version of West Virginia on Howard Zane's enormous, awesome layout. And we've got some goodies that are still left over. As you know, Howard and I build structures. That's what we do. And I'm also available to, God forbid, help take down layouts, which unfortunately I've done a lot of lately. But I'm available to do that if you need help with that, and help you with scenery and super detailing and other things. But let me show you a few of the structures that we still have. Some are HO, some are O, and we sell everything. It might look like we have a lot of buildings, but everything we make eventually sells. So if you see something you like, you might want to grab it, because if you snooze, you lose. And if you decide you want it and you can drive down here to pick it up, we'll show you the layout, we'll show you my layout, we'll give you terrible coffee to drink, and you'll have a blast, I guarantee it. Let me show you what we've got. Howard's a little busy on the computer, so while he's ordering parts, I'll show you what we've got in the shop. We've featured these on the channel before, so if you want to see in-depth features of these, you just go into my video and then type in items for sale in the playlist, and you can see individual videos of these. Gorgeous HO dioramas here. This one is about 19 inches by 15 inches. And this is another one. Man, these are just absolutely gorgeous. You know, this one here can be a restaurant, it can be a hotel, it could be a hotel and a restaurant. If you want, you could even make it a station. I mean, man, you can make anything you want out of this. Drop dead gorgeous model. We've got some signal towers down here. We've got a big O scale one for $8.95 and its smaller brother for $5.95 in HO. And this HO one is a good size one. This one's about 8 inches across by about 6 inches deep by about 8 inches tall. So it's a good size HO tower. And we've still got some gas stations. The Texaco is gone, but we've got a mobile gas. And we've got a really cool St. Clair gas station in HO scale. And we've been selling these signal towers. You know, we had 4 or 5 of these, and this is the only one we have left. But we can make these for you. Howard can make these for you in any color you'd like.
Not exactly the same.
Not exactly the same. Each one will always be a little bit different. And let's show you some other goodies. This one is a big Oscale Victorian that I'm building for my layout. One of our customers, if you watch the channel, we had a HO scale version of this, and it sold, just like I told you. Everything sells. He came down here and he saw it and fell in love with it and bought it. And before he took it away, I took a bunch of pictures of it, and I'm building an O scale version of it. We have a lot of high rail scale customers that have O scale, high rail scale trains, and they're looking for the very, very best structures. They're tired of all the plastic. They're tired of all the mundane stuff that's out there. They want the very best. They want something different for their layout. Folks, we are the answer to your problem. So contact me and we can talk about it. We do an awful lot for high railers, for O-scale, high rail scale people. This isn't done yet. It's got to be weathered. It's got to be put on a stone foundation, but it's getting there. Howard's got quite a bit of 3-rail scale trains here in his collection. This is one of my all-time favorite locomotives. This is not for sale, but this one is an M1 C&O turbine. It was a colossal failure for the C&O. I believe it was the largest locomotive ever built as far as the locomotive is concerned. I believe it even was larger than the John Henry. But that was also a monster. These things were dismal failures. But if any of you out there have the 2-rail O-scale version of this, I'm interested in purchasing one. This one is a 3-rail scale version, and the conversion on this is extremely difficult to do. I've been told by MTH that the wheel sets are no longer available for the 2-rail conversion, and I would just rather have an MTH version that's 2-rail. So if any of you out there know of a 2-rail O-scale version of this for sale, contact me. Now, let's get back to the buildings. Here are some of the other gas stations that we've got, and these are on very compact dioramas. And again, go to my YouTube channel. Obviously, you're watching. And we've done videos on these, so you can get more video of them. Gorgeous, gorgeous diorama. Drop right in your layout. And what's nice is Howard uses gator foam. It's easy to trim the gator foam if you need it to fit a particular opening on your layout. And these gas stations are just drop dead gorgeous. They take a lot of time to do, and every one of them is a little bit different. And these guys are $1,200. This one's a little less. This one's $1,100. This one's an old Esso. And here's one of the sold signal towers. But again, we can make more if you want an O scale or a HO scale signal tower. We've sold quite a few of these. In HO scale, these little guys sell for $5.95 each. I'll tell you, if this doesn't sell, this is going to wind up on my layout, folks. This is a HO coal tower, one of Howard's designs. And when Howard custom makes coal towers, he can do coal dump on the front, on the back and front, going through the middle. You can have 3 tracks, you can have 4 tracks, 6 tracks. Well, actually 4 tracks. You can have 4 track, 1 track, 2 track. You can do all kind of versions. The reason this one's a 1 track is it's very universal. It fits many applications. And this is $8.95, and it's about 11 inches tall, and it's on a diorama that's about, I guess the diorama is about 12 by 12 inches. It's just a gorgeous piece. It's $8.95. It would be best to pick this up. This one I'd be a little bit afraid to ship. And we're located right outside of Baltimore in Columbia, Maryland, right near BWI Airport. It's worth the drive to come down here, folks, because you can see the layouts as well. Spend the day with us and have a blast. Everybody that's come down here has had a blast. So we look forward to having visitors, especially those that come pick up their buildings, their structures. Well, here's another high rail scale O-scale build Howard did. While I was working on that other Victorian, Howard built this one. This is O-scale. And again, high rail scale, a lot of the 3-rail scale people out there, a lot of 3-railers out there, O-scale, they're getting a little frustrated because there's not that many really, really high-end buildings to choose from that are already made or ready to buy. And if you're a discerning modeler and you want something special, you want something incredible, every bit as beautiful as your trains, we're the ticket. We had one customer on the West Coast bought over almost 30 structures from us to go on a high rail scale layout. And again, this one is a nice size Victorian. It's high rail scale, O scale, and we will put people on it for you. And you can contact us and we can give you a price on this. If you decided you wanted an HO version of this, we'd be more than happy to do that as well for you. Folks, some of you may say, Al, what do you want an M1 turbine for from C&O for your O-scale railroad? Well, I'd love one on my HO railroad, but you need enormous radius to run it in HO. In O-scale 2-rail or O-scale 3-rail, you don't need quite as enormous a radius, believe it or not, to run it. Now, I have this locomotive. This is a Lionel Yellow Belly. Mine was from the Bob Hess collection, and we featured Bob's layout before on the channel. And it pulls 7 beautiful streamlined Chesapeake and Ohio passenger cars. Well, the M1 was supposed to pull the Chessie, which was going to be a final attempt at the C&O's super luxury train. And I thought it'd be really cool to have a functioning M1 turbine on my O-scale layout and a yellow belly that I can switch off on doing passenger runs. So that's why I'm looking for a 2-rail M1 turbine. Thanks for watching, everybody. Gilbert's Gulch is behind me, and check out my YouTube channel this weekend. I'm going to be posting part 2 of the Harrisburg narrow gauge O-scale show. Part 1 is up right now. Check it out if you haven't seen it. There's a bunch of micro layouts on that are phenomenal. These are layouts that are 2 feet by 3 feet, 2 feet by 4 feet. Some of them are even smaller, and they're O-scale layouts. And you can model an N-scale, O-scale, whatever you want to do. You don't need a ton of room. And on part 2, which I'll put up this weekend, I'll have the East Broad Top. It's a modular model railroad. They model the East Broad Top, and it's drop dead gorgeous. And we'll have some contest models, and we'll speak to Tom Farrell, who was also at the show. So it's a great video. So just because you saw part 1, please check out part 2, because there's an awful lot in that that's not in part 1. Thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe channel. It doesn't cost anything, and it greatly helps us. If you see any structures you like, shoot us an email at alpug1@verizon.net. Thanks for watching.